Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to try and do some Halloween makeup. It's more like practice makeup. Like, this might not turn out great. Disclaimer, if you're here for like good makeup, or like some sort of tutorial, that's not what this is. This is more just like for fun. We'll see how this goes. So I'm gonna get started with brows. Also, I don't really know if you care, but not naked. I'm going to be doing a Jessica Rabbit look. My name is Jessica, so it's kind of cool. Now, maybe blocking my eyebrows would be like a good idea to try and make them look more cartoonish or whatever. First of all, I'm not talented enough to block my eyebrows in the first place, and then drawing a new brow just seems way too ambitious for me. So I'm not doing that, but I am going to brush my brows out. Also, pardon my skin, I know you're up nice and close. The weather here, like one day it was like 90 degrees and then summer like didn't even care to say goodbye. It was just like, peace, I'm out. And so my skin is freaking out. It's throwing a fit that the weather changed. I'm sorry you have to look at me. So far so good. Now, a lot of beauty gurus do their eyebrows a little bit later so they don't get powder on it. I do it first solely because I want to get them over with. I am not a fan of doing my eyebrows. It's really difficult and I'm not good at it, so I just like to get it over with because they take forever. And I'm gonna pretend that I'm doing them a lot more dramatic because it's Jessica Rabbit's a cartoon, but really I don't know how to not make them dramatic. I'm using eyeshadow for it. I kind of want to make this more rounded. I don't know if that's a thing that I'm talented enough to do, but we'll see. I did try this makeup look before and I did film it, but I was going on like 5 hours of sleep, and honestly I don't remember half of the video that I made. Like, if I watched it, it would just be like this new experience because I don't remember any of it. I was so tired and it just didn't turn out good. So I'm like, I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna make it a little bit more watchable. There's really no technique here other than like slapping some color on. I have watched numerous brow tutorials and they never really, like, they make sense, but actually executing the tutorial does not turn out well for me. It's definitely helped. Like, if you look at old pictures of my brows, I don't know what those were. They were just, I basically just slapped powder on there and called it good. So here's where things get fancy. I take a Q-tip and I like it, and then I clean up the edges. I don't do none of that perfect first try stuff. It's all putting on the initial layer and then going back and forth between wiping things up and adding more until I get to semi-decent or give up. Oh, I have a red wig. I think that it would look fine if I left it like this, but I'm gonna be a little bit extra and I'm going to take some like burgundy shadow and kind of put that over what I already did. And I did this before and I didn't like looking at the eyebrows, just looked way too dark. They weren't even red because they were just like basically black. Oh, can you tell that one's more red? I just look green in the camera. It's like not even the right color that I'm going for. Going back in with the Q-tip. I wish I could Q-tip away my pores. Good enough. And we're gonna go with concealer and carve the brows. Now, beauty gurus have like these fancy glass palettes that I should probably purchase. This is like a piece of plastic from an old package that I use. It's probably super sanitary. So I feel like those are a little bit better from what we originally started with. Now I'm gonna do eyes, because I'm gonna be real with myself. I usually start with foundation and stuff after I do my eyebrows, but I'm gonna get fallout. I'm working with purple shadow today. It's not gonna go well. It's a really awesome palette. No, it's a cheap palette I got from Amazon. I'm gonna go in with that white right there and just kind of set the base I put down. This brush is also from Amazon. I got it in a set for like $7. So honestly, if you see any of these products not working, it might not even be that it's a bad product. It might be that A, I apply it wrong, and B, the stuff I use to apply it just doesn't work very well. It all contributes. And with this blending brush, and I'm gonna go into that, it's kind of a pinky purple right there. And when I first made this video, I made the mistake of making like just my whole makeup. Like, I know it's Halloween, but it really was just way too dramatic. It was too heavy. It really just didn't look good. So I'm trying to be a lot less heavy-handed with how I apply this. I'm gonna try and build everything up rather than just like slap it on. I think I could handle a little bit more pigment with these shadows, but you know, purple is really hard to make. So for like a $17 palette, it's not bad. And I'm gonna blend this shadow a lot higher than I normally would with other shadow. Now this is a more dense brush, and I'm gonna go with these two shadows right here and kind of focus that more in like directly in the crease. And I'm not really focusing on blending this right away. I'm gonna go in and blend it later. I don't know why I'm acting like this is a tutorial. I don't know what I'm doing. You shouldn't take advice from me. We look a little bit less like Jessica Rabbit and a little bit more like we got punched in the eyes. That's okay. We'll try to make it work. Oh gosh. I'm just gonna blend the edges a little bit. So I'm gonna build up a little bit more color, make things a little bit darker. I'm really focusing more in the crease because I am going to be cutting the crease, and so right here isn't going to be super visible. So I really just want to get right there. Now, I don't always have a whole bunch of good luck when it comes to cutting my crease, so this is probably going to turn out really bad. But to try and help me a little bit, I'm kind of going to draw a guide with this shade. This is a really old palette, like really old. But the color is, it's not like black, but it's a really dark purple, so bluish purple. So it's not going to be crazy dark, but it's going to be there enough that I can see where I want to go. And I'm going to blend those edges out a little bit. And I'm going to take a bit of a smaller brush to blend that, and very lightly going over that. I want to still be able to see the line, but I don't want it to be super harsh. Go in with that color again, define that line a little bit more. And then I'm going to blend the edges a little bit. Now the hard part, we're going to cut the crease, guys. Going in with my handy dandy paper. Alright, pray for me, guys. So that took way longer than it should have, but this is as good as it's gonna get, guys. I'm gonna set it with some of that white. I'm gonna take, that's the wrong palette. I'm gonna take that palette again, go in with some of the same purples I was using. I'm actually gonna go in with the lightest purple right here. Now I want to add some shimmer to the outer edges of this. I'm going to go in with the Norvina palette and I'm going to take Celestial. It's a nice purple, but I am going to spray it with some setting spray. And I'm going to actually take some on my finger just to make it even more metallic. Now I want something really light. I'm gonna go in with the Naked Smoky palette and go in high and pop that in the middle. Also spraying this. And then one last time, I'm going to define that line. I really want the crease to stay cut. So it's been a long journey with the eyes, but we got the eyeshadow part done. Now we're gonna move on to eyeliner. I don't know how well I'm gonna be able to stay in frame with this, but we'll see. I'm actually gonna do the wing after the foundation. I just realized that doing it before was probably a bad idea, so I am taking some primer. It's pore primer because my pores are really bad. I've just always had really awful pores. Am I doing this right? This is how you put on primer, right? I'm going in with Estee Lauder Double Wear. Now this is the lightest shade. Like this is fair with a cool undertone. I think it's called Bone, but it's still a little bit dark for me. But I think that's okay. Just grab it. Kind of tan, at least compared to me. I'm actually a lot darker than I was when I was younger. When I was younger, I got like the lightest shade all the time, and I had to mix white face paint in with it, and white face paint does not mix well with like nice foundation, just letting you know. I mean, it's good for Halloween because people expect you to wear makeup, I think. Or they don't expect you to, but if you do, it's not a big deal. But for everyday wear, it was not the greatest choice. We're gonna go in with concealer. I just left it like this. Now I'm going in with my Coty Airspun powder and I'm just going to set everything. Kind of half baking, not completely baking. I feel like it, for me, I'm not good enough at it, so it looks a little cakey if I completely bake. And while I let that powder kind of sit for a minute, I'm gonna finish up my eyeliner. So the eyeliner is not the best I've done, but I don't feel like fixing it, so I'm going to curl my lashes and just put a coat of mascara on if I can find my eyelash curler. Where did I put it? Oh, it was like right here the other day. What the heck? So we're not using an eyelash curler, we're just putting on mascara. I have like 3 eyelash curlers. I don't know where any of them are. I swear, like, a good portion of my makeup grows legs and walks away. Also, there was a pair of eyelashes and they seem to have wandered off too. So these are not the lashes that I planned on using at all, but they're what I have. I'm hoping that they look decent. This is so not ideal. Again, this is another thing I don't think is going to be in frame very well. I'm going to brush that off and I'm going to finish up the eye. I am going to use this white liner. I'm not gonna make it super pigmented. I think I did that before and it looked a little bit too harsh. I'm taking this Urban Decay eyeliner and I'm going right under the lash line. Then I am going to pop some shimmer into my inner corner. Alright. Going in with this e.l.f. contour palette. So I'm gonna mix these two colors at the bottom here. Now I'm going to contour my nose a little bit. Now we are going to use some highlighter. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Now we're almost done, guys. I've been sitting here for like 2 hours. We're almost done. Okay. Going back in with the trusty Q-tips. And I'll be right back. Well, yeah, this is what we ended up with. It's decent. I think it'll pass for like Halloween. It doesn't need to be perfect, you know. I hope that you liked the video. Yeah, hopefully you weren't too bored, so bye.